Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Flex and Joe. I'm in the car on the way to Empower Chiropractic and Acupuncture to see Dr. Travis Dyer once again. And today we are going to work on hamstrings. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to actually work on some traps. Alright, so the first thing that we did in this visit was test out my trap flexibility. So put in one ear to one shoulder and then to the opposite shoulder, seeing which one was tighter, which one was looser. I believe my right one was a little bit tighter, but we went right into the GRASTON, and then when he was doing the GRASTON, it really wasn't painful. There weren't any areas that really lit up. It was just, I guess, uncomfortable, kind of odd feeling having the tool like being worked so high up on my neck. It just really felt funny. But really, this whole process was not painful at all, and both of us were pretty surprised considering that I high bar squat. Alright, so up next was hamstrings, and we started out by just doing some ART really quickly. I definitely had a lot of knots in my hamstrings. The right one was worse than my left one, but it's interesting that I actually can feel the exercise easier in my right one than in my left one, so I don't know if maybe it's due to those knots or what it is, but after this session of GRASTON, I went to the gym and obviously did shrugs to work the traps, but then also it was a full-blown leg day, and my hamstrings they felt enormous, like they had this massive pump after getting work done, and it really wasn't that painful, especially compared to some of the other body parts that we have done, and even a couple days later, it was a little bit tender to the touch and a little bit uncomfortable, but really not that bad. Alright, so I do have a short clip that I'm going to play for you guys next of where he's going over this left hamstring, and you can really hear everything that he's going over and grinding in the belly of the hamstrings. It sounds pretty nasty. It, I think, sounds a lot worse than it actually felt when he was doing it.
You can see it's fine up here. It's right in the muscle belly of the biceps. Oh, the biceps that matter. These biceps.
What are you talking about, man? So yeah, you guys could hear that. It didn't sound that great, and of course he's cracking jokes about the biceps that matter. I don't know what he's talking about. I think the biceps of my arms are way more important than those. But that was supposed to be it for this visit, but those two body parts went pretty quick because there really wasn't a lot there. So he did kind of sort of talk me into doing calves, which I wasn't really even thinking about having GRASTON done on my calves, number one, because I figured that it probably would be pretty painful, which it was. And also, number two, because I train calves regularly, but I don't really have any issues with them, and also calves really aren't judged on a bodybuilding stage. Like it's kind of one of those things that doesn't matter all that much anymore. You see plenty of pros with subpar calves. I don't even know if they're even training them anymore, and they still do pretty well. So I know I'm talking about pros, but if those guys don't really need calves, then what do I need calves for? So I still train them because I think I need to have a balanced physique, but it's for that reason though that I wasn't really too keen on having them done. I was absolutely right. It was definitely very painful. There's a couple times where I'm like moving and sliding around and almost like jump off the table because he just goes over a spot and it's like super sensitive, but your calves are pretty sensitive in general. But Dr. Travis did bring up a great point about having GRASTON done on my calves, and that is that the calf muscle fibers and the hamstring fibers do cross over, so a better functioning calf with a stronger contraction will contribute or should contribute to better results overall in my lower body, in terms of like contraction and flexing my muscles on stage and bringing out the details and stuff like that. So hopefully this pain was worth it, as having GRASTON done on my calves was pretty uncomfortable. I would say I definitely do not look forward to having it done again, especially like If you're watching the clip, probably like midway down my calf, and then close to my ankle and like the soleus area, and then even like the upper part of the calf, like close to the knee, like they were just some really, really sensitive spots. But your calves are pretty sensitive in general, I guess, so what are you going to do? But that's it. That's it for this video. I appreciate all of you guys for watching again. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're interested in contacting Dr. Travis Dyer, visiting his practice and getting some treatments done, his information will be in the description box down below. And my next visit that we already have planned is for arms. So I'm really looking forward to getting GRASTON done on my arms and seeing what that does. So stay tuned for that.